Probably just shooting arrows at targets. Yeah, sure, why not? What are people doing? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
It's the day before, or it's the day of. Uh, if it's the day of, you know what? He'd still be working. He's probably in the forge. Um, Never moment to him not to work. So yeah, he's probably in the forge working on a something. Uh, Balthazar is probably in his normal. attire. Dark colored robes and Greek style as the since the setting. Uh, Probably wrapped around low uh, since he is in a forge. He's probably shirtless at the moment, working. He has a caramel kind of dark skin, uh, long black hair. Though she can't see his eyes, she knows very well that his eyes are a dark emerald, very focused right now. And upon his back are two massive, but at the moment folded wings, uh, dark, just like his hair. Mm, Nothing, well, nothing that stands out too much other than that. Uh, for him, it's the hammer that we decided on for him. Uh, right now, yeah, we'll just say it's a spear he's working on.
Yeah, I would assume so since he's from a noble house. You see that she pretends to be upset and be like, "Oh, thank you," but as soon as she turns around, she's just like, "Fuck him."
I hmm, I think he'd take a moment to examine it. It's you said it's a new metal, like to Balthazar himself. It's just
She would she'd approach him and be like, first of all, why aren't you training? Second of all, your hammer just got blessed.
I think that intense focus he has at the forge is now focused on the hammer, so of course he does not notice her approach. And I think her mentioning that it's blessed is what catches his attention. And he just kind of looks at her like, oh. Ooh, I'm so
First
good at those guys.
roll.
First roll.
Make it good.
That was to the GM, but just so y'all know, like I said, great at the religion. I got a 2. I got a 2.
No.
All right. Me James is super sad. Balthazar doesn't know. No, that's perfect. Balthazar is ignorant. He doesn't know. James is sad. Yeah. Um, I think he like takes a moment just to stare at his now blessed hammer, as he's been told, and just kind of registers the question finally. Training? Why would I be training?
The games?
That's when he realizes that he's been working all night. Oh, might have been up all night again. Shit. I think he turns back to the spear he just finished and sets it off to the side, since that was the final strike. Morning or evening? All right. Yeah. He very like this is not unnormal. Like this is very normal for him is to end up working through the night or get involved in something. So he just looks at her after putting the spear away, and he's like, "What do you mean, blessed? Like blessed?"
Yeah, like a god blessed your hammer.
Yeah, he's just in awe. Like, he never expected that. I think he'd smile at that. He'd feel very proud in this moment about this. Look kind of smug. She'd know the smile. She recognized it, the smugness of it. Alright. Perfect. Yeah, he's very out of it at this moment. He did not expect it, and so he's proud about the hammer. No, he's proud about the spear as he looks at it. If you're here to check on me about training, what about you? You want to train with me? Gives her a smirk.
Sure.
He will take both the hammer and the spear with him when he as he follows her to wherever she wishes to train at. No, no. In this instance, this no. In this instance, train means train. No. Right now, it's train.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Zestra. Yep. That's actually with another +2. Yep.
Damn.
The majority of her not time aside from foraging would probably be in preparing plants and herbs or making notes in her little journal. Just taking comfort from the almost methodical processes and the familiarity. She lives far from civilization, so if there's carriage wheels, someone's coming in urgency, and she would hurry outside. Probably not a whole lot. If she's lived here, she might have a vague understanding of those nearby that she's just gathered from visitors, but probably not a whole lot. No, but since this seems to be, not half run down and actually in good shape, I don't think it would be hard to assume that it's probably someone of some means. I don't know of any others. Enough of the fancy talk. More words waste time. What's wrong? Just not bothered. Just peering at the boy to see what the situation is. Even as he's talking, she's already checking the boy over, feeling for his pulse, his breath, noting how pale he is and how the veins, the blackness seems to be spreading even as she's looking. You said this has been weeks now? Taking a closer look inside the boy's mouth and eyes, she just clicks her tongue. That's because they mixed two different ones. You can't treat one without making the other worse. Or at least it's very difficult. Just ignoring him, she glances at the soldier. Leave the armor and weapons here and follow me. I'll need a second set of hands, but the metal will interfere with the herbs. And without another word, she just turns and goes back inside with the boy. Sometime tonight if you don't want to be digging a grave. Yeah, she's just going to be set to work. The boy has been stripped down to show the extent of the veins, and she starts barking orders. This vial on this shelf, this tool from this drawer, so on and so forth. And as she works, she's muttering soft prayers in Celestial, probably, to Farrakha.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Well, having completed my contract, I suppose I shall go to this polis. I've been given a plot of land there. I hope perhaps maybe I could make it a home. I would be honored. He just kind of, he doesn't really have the words. He's very, what is the position? Or how may I serve? Well, that is that is an honor beyond me. Are you sure? If nothing else, I can lend them a strong set of arms, but a sailor in the middle of, well, if you believe I can do this, I will see it through. Oh, he is young. So he started his service just around 14, finishing up at around 19. So he's about 19, going on 20. He is a fresh-faced um, sailor. I will walk with measured. Wow. I will walk with measured steps. I will not let you down. Yes, sir. Stands at attention and salutes. An extensive collection of stuff. Not the brightest child. This Eretz. But he does do a lot of preparation. Like he goes to the library, he researches the maps along the way. He talks to people who have made similar journeys to places nearby. He gathers food and a tent and resources that he would need for the road, and useful things like a good knife, rope, traveling gear, all like very carefully prepared into this nice, neat rucksack, and picks up a couple of maps. So he won't get lost. Hopefully he won't get lost. Certainty guide his footsteps. I watch the sky with a wondrous curiosity. Unclear on what it means. Well, that's strange. How very strange. Holy crap.
Yeah, so coalescing from the silvery moonlight, you see a Triton that his scales are kind of shifting with the silvery color of the moonlight, and as the light fades, his eyes open, and they're in the same kind of silvery pools of light. And he looks around for a moment before he spots Eretz, and he approaches, says, "Excuse me, do you know which way is to Erstenia?"
Standing before you is a wide-eyed, very young soldier dressed in some Militian, whatever.
Militant?
Armor from Meletis. Meletian. Yeah, there we go. The nation of M. And very well cared for armor with a number of weapons on his back and a camping rucksack. Very notable is his hair is a storm gray, and he has two different eye colors. In his right eye is a sort of a normal gray, like almost vaguely silver in certain lights, and his right eye, like the entire orb, is a deep swirling. Sorry, the left eye is a deep swirling blue that occasionally flickers with something that almost seems like lightning. Maybe it's a trick of the light. He's staring at you not too far away in just wide-eyed surprise. You are Nyxborn emissary?
Yes, I'm here under the divine will of Afara and Thassa.
And at that, he kneels. Are you a messenger? Do you have a... the sailors have told me that stories of Nyxborn carrying messages from the gods. Do you have a message for me?
Not for you, I don't think. I have a mission to fulfill the wills of Afara and Thassa.
Oh. Well, how may I assist?
As I said, I need to be pointed in the direction of Arstenia.
Arstenia? Well, the gods do work in mysterious ways. I, too, am headed towards Arstenia. Follow at my side, and you will get there. At one point or another.
By all means, lead the way.
I am Eretz Stormchild of Setessa.
He seems to think for a moment, and he says, yes, name. That's right. We have names. Mine is Alunikos.
Alunikos? It is an honor to meet you, sir.
Likewise.
Yeah, all right.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to read that again. I imagine his eye glows a little bit brighter too.
He kind of just cocks his head to the side and says, by merely existing?
Oh,
Yeah.
cliffhangers.
I believe he is slightly strumming his lyre as he is trying to find a certain melody that he is working on that he hasn't quite got the notes for. It's like it's at the tip of his tongue as he is repeating this melody with slight alterations, trying again and again to make it sound just right in his mind. As he softly hums along with it. Oh, no, I can't. But it's okay. I can figure that out tomorrow. You're late, as usual. Well, today is a very important day. Yes. It, you see he sort of like puts his hands together, nervously. It's been, well, this day marks a year since we've met. So, you know, thought it would be nice. No, of course not. Yes. Just have something important on my mind that I'm trying to figure out. But with you here, I'm sure it'll all make sense. Thank you. You see, he sort of looks out in front of them. His mouth sort of opens and closes multiple times as he looks to be trying to speak, to say something, though nothing really comes out. And I think a good 5 minutes pass before he's able to say anything, as he sort of just wordlessly puts his hand in his pocket as he takes out a small little golden band as he sort of fiddles with it in his fingers. Of course I do. Of course I know. I'm just trying to get the courage to make this perfect. I don't want to mess this up at all. Yeah, I know. It's I believe me, very nervous as well. Uh, well, I so would you like to um would you like to you see he shakes his head. What? Yeah. He is beyond confused, and as the seconds tick by, more and more scared. That's a natural 20. 23. I think he, as he sees this and feels this, his body tries to, his mind screams at him to move, though his body is paralyzed in fear. And I think the only sound that comes out of him is a scream of pain as he gets bitten by these fangs. Well, that's my first character death, guys. I'll be making a new one.
Death in session 0. That's not quite a record, but pretty close.
Yeah.
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 Probably. Yeah. Probably head back.
She most likely scolded him about getting some kind of rest because he didn't sleep. But he's gonna look at the hammer for a while. That's about it. He just kind of studies it, the unique metal, and be completely smug about it as well. But you know, that's just natural. You just got a blessed weapon. You're gonna be smug about it. You got your gaze of your god.
Aw, but we want to just listen to you talk for 3 hours.
All right. Since this is a bout about strength, uh, would I be able to use one of my rages to so I could have advantage on it? Yeah. He probably stands out from the rest because of he does have wings, but they're folded inwards and kept out of people's way. But when he goes to grab his stone, his wings kind of unfurl and a bit of a mist comes off him as he enters his rage for the first time. Let's see. Let me just uh-oh. Oh, I think he might have got me on that one. No, he would not cheat. Balthazar. He, there is the disappointment of losing, but it doesn't sting as much. Like he did a good show in his opinion, and he, gives credit where it's due. When Andy, as he likes to call her, wins, he does in fact congratulate her. Yeah. Oh yeah, he treats her like a kid sister. He does not see her as a rival. He's heard this before. He's... I think he smiles at that and will look down at his hammer. They've smiled at me once today already. It's fine. His wings flap once and that dust goes right back at her.
Nixie watches this, and she's just so amused. She'll pretty much just go up to him and be like, "It's okay, you did your best. That's all that matters."
Yeah. What exactly was the other one? The shadows one? Yeah. I'm not gonna test my luck on that as much. That would be probably fun. Not gonna test my luck. Yeah, I mean he just made a spear. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course he'd rage. I mean, just part of what he does. Athletics. Hopefully I roll better than this the last time. 16. He gives a nod and shakes his head. We understand that feeling, but I take defeat as a lesson to do better next time. As long as I'm not dead. He gives him a smile, and yeah. He does take it, and he actually gets a smile out of Balthazar, like a bright one at his words. Balthazar. And I believe the competition would be quite great if we do meet. Makes it more enjoyable, don't you think? Alright. 15.
You hear Nixie go, "Yeah, I taught her how to do that." Mm-hmm.
He is unfazed by her word. Just kind of nods and looks over at the the coin she shot. I could say the same, but the kind of. The small smile he has for the person he sees as his little sister kind of falls, and he just kind of shrugs. And it might.
Zestra.
You'll
You
get
can
there.
just call
You'll
her
get there.
Z. I imagine it's very. It has to be very precise since there were two mixed together. Having to apply just the right amount at just the right time, and I'd imagine the man in his hurry probably breaks a few things since her hut is kind of small and he's large, which she's just kind of quietly cataloging in the back of her mind what all will need replaced. Uh, 17. No, where's my thing? Oh, 20. Never mind. It didn't scroll down, so I was just seeing Balthazar's. Without answering him, she'll just kind of move the cloth aside, and you can see that those black lines have receded and faded. There's just a little bit more color to the boy's face. Nice to know that they don't teach manners up in the city. No fault of yours. She's just going to pass him over a small satchel. And you can hear glass chiming inside. Follow the instructions to the letter. If not, he won't make it through the day, and you'll never make it back here in time. I think that between the exhaustion of the night and just her own annoyance, she probably isn't thinking when she turns to start cleaning things up and just kind of waves him off. Just take care of your boy and go. I think she has just a moment to realize the thoughtless mistake she made right before her world goes black. Well, I never did describe her, but before this, she was about a 5'3" Triton woman, but she kept her head and fins on her head covered with a little, almost like a bandana. Probably at least like 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". Well, now her bluish skin is faded to more of a corpse-like pallor, and her clothes are torn. All over her body are just these black streaks, and spots look almost rotted or decayed, giving her this kind of monstrous appearance. But I think the biggest thing she notices are the giant blue and black tattered wings that are now coming from behind her. Are the rest of the bodies still there? And I assume that I know what has happened to me. Like this whole transformation, what it means, and would it be insight or religion? I think before this she had found a sort of comfort in Farrakha because for the longest time she didn't think she had any skills or worth for anything until she discovered a talent for medicine and poison. So that kind of naturally led her to Farrakha. And she enjoyed foraging and trying out new combinations. And I think the rumors of being like a healer just sort of started out a little by accident and then just spread. And she tried to stick to Farrakha's tenets as best she could, but that lifelong kind of doubt of her self-worth caused her to sometimes wave off a price, which has obviously led to her current state. She feels just heartbroken at the thought that she has once again failed so spectacularly. But then she remembers the message left for her and decides to focus on that instead. It's almost in a panic that she grabs just a few things: her bag, her journal with all of her notes, and a traveling kit. And before she leaves, I think she will look at her hut and almost unintentionally cast her first spell and set it alight with blue-black flame before she just turns and leaves.
You're doing a great job, man.
Yeah, you're
Sounds
doing great.
good. I'll be back in a minute.
Good time for a beer. Oh, this is fantastic stuff.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, go for it. You're doing all
Yeah,
great.
go all out.
Yeah.
Can